give whales names as a memory aid. They are named based on natural markings on their body, most of the time on the pattern of coloration on the underside of the tail. It works as a memory aid because if you see that marking, you can remember the name many times. It will also remind you of other things you know about that animal, like if it's a male or if it's a female. If it is a female, maybe it's had calves. You might know that. You might know how many. You might know what year was born. If you saw it as a calf itself, you might even know who the mother of that animal is. Or like in the case of this calf, you might even know their great-grandmother of that whale. All of this information can come to mind quickly when you can identify the whales and give it a name. It helps you remember all that stuff. In addition, if I'm talking with another whale biologist off the coast of the Dominican Republic where our humpback whales go to give birth to their calves and mate in the winter, and I use the word salt, I say I saw salt today, he not only knows which animal I saw, all of that information is immediately brought to his attention as well. He can remember that as well. It's a very good way of trading information, and that's why all of the whale biologists working on the humpback whales in the North Atlantic use the same names for the same whales.
So me in a boat, I'm like...
What?
Oh, yeah,
Where? Oh, there it is.
Hey, remember, spread the word, right?
Oh.
Oh, we're only going inside a little bit. You saw the flicker come up to the surface of the water. This is the calf again at the surface. Another little nasty tail reaches and rolls.
Thank you.
The calf doesn't have a name yet. Because we identify them by markings on the underside of their tail. The first year we see the calf, it won't have a name because we haven't had pictures of it in the past to give it a name based on. And usually in the first year, there are white markings on the underside and there are black markings, as you can see, and those are probably going to remain constant. But you can also see there are some gray areas. They could turn white or they could turn black. So what we'll do is we'll wait until next year when we see this whale again and photograph it again once the tail is stabilized, and the following spring, so the spring after the animal is a yearling, so essentially when the whale is 2 years old, we'll give it a name. The scientific community will give it a name based on the natural markings on the underside of the body.
Our fish finder tells us that.
Yeah. There we go, coming up to the surface to get ahead of us. This is the group of adults. Alright, Jim said we are trying to look at this group of humpback whales before we have to start making our way back to Provincetown. So if you've got pictures you haven't taken yet, now is the time.
Nikunj. Video le video. Video. Battery गजब. कैमरा निकाल. सबसे अच्छी तो यही पर यार. मिस कर रहे हैं यहाँ वीडियो लेने का ज़्यादा मज़ा आता है. मेरा कैसे भूल गया था. ये साउंड है.
Why should I put them all together?
सिर्फ मेमोरी कार्ड निकाल के
All right, so the captain does tell me that we have unfortunately come to the point in the trip where we do have to start making more profits now. For our return trip,